The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Let's learn to love. Love Talk Show.
A very good evening to all of you. The Love Talk Show is on air.
On air to talk about intelligent love, and of course, not only to talk about, but to learn. We are all students in this love therapy meeting.
Yes. What do you have to say regarding to a cold marriage? Look the sentence. A cold marriage led me to seek an adventure. A cold marriage led me to seek an adventure. What do you have to say about it? I would like to hear from you. I would like to hear your comments, and we are going to talk about this. Well, I would like also to remind you that we have on Thursdays a pastor that you are choosing to be with us in the hot seat of the love therapy, sharing their experiences and the way they overcame these problems. And you can go to you there on the screen. You can see now we still have Pastor Michel Santos from our church in Wood Green. We have Pastor Renan from Seven Kings, Pastor Richard Cassiano from our branch in Hackney, and Pastor Rodrigo Silva here from our headquarters in Finsbury Park.
That's a surprise.
So Pastor Rodrigo, is the one that he was here conducting the program for a couple of months
with Mrs.
Christiani, and the other ones you already also know about them. So go there to the Vivox. You can scan this QR code, and there you can choose, you can vote which pastor you want to see in our love therapy this coming Thursday, 8 p.m.
At the start of a relationship, everything feels so exciting. Discovering each other, experiencing new things. Everything is brand new. However, as time goes on and life gets busy, relationships often settle into a routine. Unfortunately, this routine can gradually dull the sparkle in the connection. That is why it is important to make time for special moments. These are what keep a relationship strong and healthy, and it is easy to do. On calculation, there are just over 10,000 minutes in a week. Taking just 90 of those minutes to focus solely on your love life can make a huge difference to its success. We invite anyone who wants to strengthen their relationship to join us for a special seminar. Let's take a step together towards a closer, happier connection. Join us next Thursday at the Love Therapy Seminar and step out of the monotonous routine at 8 p.m. at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park, London N4 3NX.
So we have people already connected to us and to our program. We have from Woolwich Royals, Tobias. Hello, good evening. We have Tara from Plasto. Also from Plasto, we have Hortensia. We have Kilburn. Kilburn is connected. Good evening, Pastor and everyone. Good evening to yourself. We have also Brixton connected in faith through Venice. And also Lorraine from Mighty Bullring. They are all connected, but we want you to be connected. We are very happy that you are together with us, but we also ask you to comment regarding our theme for today. So today we are talking about a cold marriage led me to seek an adventure. What I learned. Do you think that a cold marriage or going through a cold marriage or even going through a problem or a tribulation in marriage is a reason for someone to seek an adventure? What do you think? Share your thoughts.
A cold marriage led me to seek an adventure. Well, let's think about it. Why are you looking for an adventure? Or why are people saying they need this adventure? honestly speaking, when you start a family, when you start a relationship, you are already jumping in an adventure, because deciding to live with someone, deciding to form a family with someone, deciding to have a life with someone, to build a life with someone, it's already an adventure, because you by yourself have already your own struggles or your own ideas, and you choose to bring someone into your life that you would live with for the rest of your days. At least this is the original plan when we start a relationship, mainly when we get married. And you end up starting this relationship, and it's already an adventure. You are already building a new life. You had two different lives. Both of you had maybe your jobs, or you had your careers, you had your commitments, you had your families, you have the city where you were living, you had your personal hobbies. But one moment of life you have decided to put everything together and start a new life together. Isn't this already an adventure? Isn't this already bringing too many worries, concerns, and at the same time challenges and adrenaline? I can even say it, because life by itself will bring it, will force you to look at these commitments, these challenges, and move forward in order to find a solution, to find a goal, to solve a problem here, and at the same time to keep with everything that originally you start with, the relationship, the love. You have chosen this person because when you first look at him or when you first look at her, you were analyzing, observing. You did not wake up one day and said, I will marry this woman, I'll marry this man. No, you were pondering, you were judging, you were evaluating, you fell in love, you have decided that this person was the right one to spend the rest of your days with. You've seen that this person was the one that could build a future with you, that you could do wonderful things with. So at the end, or after a few years, I understand maybe your relationship fell in a situation where things are dry, where the relationship is not the same, where things are not happening in the same way. Maybe you think, or you say, the fire is gone. That's no fire anymore between me and my spouse. The only thing that we have there is the kids, the bills to pay, and nothing more. And this is where this word or this sentence is coming up. I need a cold marriage led me to seek an adventure. So I need an adventure to feel again this adrenaline, to feel alive again. But you are alive, and you have lives around you. Your spouse is one of them. And if there are children involved, you have your children involved in this relationship too. You have within your house already all the elements that you need to have a good adventure. If you are driving, you can have many adventures. You can have good adventures and wrong adventures. You can take your car and together with your family you can go to a beautiful place, and then together you are going to have an adventure. The same car, you can use it as a lethal weapon to commit a crime or do something silly against yourself. It's not because things are not going so well as you want that you need to seek this adventure out of your house, out of your marriage, out of what you already established that is yours. When you signed down this contract called marriage, you assumed a commitment that you would be faithful and you would take care of it. And this adventure, Andrea, should start within the house. This adventure should start between the couple. Again, I say it, they did not get married just out of the blue. They got married because they see in each other qualities they believed they could live with forever.
And love. We find love once we get married, because once we get married, we start to know the person in depth. We really get to know the person with the flaws, with the qualities, and we start to love the person the way that she is. Imagine you build up a relationship of 10, 5, 15 years, 50 years, and then you say, oh, it grew cold. How come? Because if you love each other and if you support each other, this love could never grow cold. If temptation comes, if a problem comes, if situations arise and you are not sure how to deal with them, that's why we are here. That's why we have the love therapy. We talk about intelligent love. We talk about taking care of yourself first to heal your wounds when you are single, yes, but it's also to rebuild relationships, to rebuild a marriage. And we also have, Peter, people that are already commenting here. For example, that sentence, so the theme of our tonight's program, that sentence has all kinds of wrong in it. An adventure always finishes. Before going on an adventure, you first have to consider what you stand to lose. In this case, it's the marriage. So a relationship is passion, is not the love. It doesn't guarantee anything besides the passion, the fire of the passion. We also have another comment here. Instead of heating the cold marriage up, the adventure will kill it completely. And we have also another comment here. When a couple is married, the only adventure they should go on is the one they walk together. Oh, for example, the love walk. Doing the love walk, that's a good idea. We will have it soon.
I like it. So let me tell you something. In this journey of faith, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because I was witnessing this. Someone who was married and had the family and end up falling in this adventure of finding someone else and talking here and there, have fun here and there, and having a coffee here and there. He ended up kissing her, he ended up committing adultery with her. And throughout a couple of months, they had a very excited relationship in the darkness. You know, it seems they were having the best moments ever in their lives, and they were meant for each other, and they, and finally they were much better than with their own spouses because they were both married, and they end up committing this adultery. And they decided that they would get divorced from their spouses and they would get married. And this is when the person comes to me after a few months, not too long ago, after they start living together and already married. And funny, the fire and the adventure.
Funny enough.
Yeah, went
no
away.
More fire.
There's no fire, there's no more adventure, there's no more nothing. And the damage that was behind. And what was left, and the scars, the wounds, I'm not talking about only the financial problems that one can have. I'm talking about the emotional, the family problems, how these will affect you as a person in the future, because at the end of the day, you had a commitment with the person. You said, I will take care of this for the rest of my life. And I know what you are thinking, but I cannot do it alone. Obviously, you cannot do it alone, but it's not with an adventure outside of your marriage or that relationship that you will find this commitment, or you'll find a solution for what you are dealing with. So go to the source of the problem. The love therapy is there exactly for you who are also going through this problem, this moment. And you know, and I know that you don't want to lose what you have. You don't want to lose what you were building throughout these years with so much effort. So I advise you for you to work on an adventure with your spouse. Work on an adventure to restart this fire between you and your spouse. And God is able and powerful enough to do this in your life.
One of the most important aspects of life is love. Although after a disappointment, it's common to see people who just want to focus on their career or place all their attention in their studies. There's also those who rather decide to direct all their efforts into looking after their bodies and health. However, even with being satisfied in those areas of life, there will still be something missing: fulfillment in your love life. You may be thinking, love is not for me. I'll never be happy. I will never enter into a relationship again. If you need to heal from past experiences, why not restart from the beginning and learn the right way to do things? Invest your time and effort to learn how to build a true relationship, because love doesn't come with pain and suffering. Join us at the Love Therapy, Thursday at 8 p.m. at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park, London, N4 3NX, also at selected locations across the country.
When you attend the Love Therapy seminar, what is something that you look forward to?
For me, is to get the right inspiration to deal with my marriage, to get the right words, to get the right encouragement, the thing I need to be able to be a better husband.
Do you think that the Love Therapy seminar is only for married couples?
Absolutely not. I met my wife in the Love Therapy. It's definitely not for just married couples. I would say that it's definitely for single people. And as I found my wife there, if somebody has the determination to find somebody in the Love Therapy, as I didn't believe I could, it can happen for them.
Would you say that the Love Therapy has helped you in your family in any way or in any how?
Yes, because I was going through issues in my relationship when I started dating and started getting to know my wife. At the time, we were not husbands and wife, and the things that were talked about were the things we were going through. So I would definitely say that the Love Therapy seminars do help with people who are going through problems in their relationship, single people. If both of you come together especially, there will be a message there for you, I would say.
And what would you say to somebody that has never heard of the Love Therapy seminars before and they are thinking of coming?
I would say give it a go. I would say be open as well for singles. Be open to give the other person a chance. That person could be next to you, but because you are maybe you close yourself too much, you don't open up to people, even just to smile, just to look, or to approach somebody, that person, you miss your opportunity. And also obviously doing your purposes with God and prayers. Most importantly, I would say it will definitely help you. Your sacrifices will bless you for you to find the woman or the man.
And now that you could watch someone talking about what happened in the Love Therapy, and every week, Andrea, people are coming out of the Love Therapy sharing their thoughts. And it's wonderful when we see people coming out of the Love Therapy bringing, a fresh mind, if I can say it, an idea, not a brainwash, but a new idea or a new, point of view that can make all the difference in their lives?
Because it's biblical based, and because we try to find the right answers with the one that created love, and that makes all the difference. I was thinking that people nowadays, they spend so much money in therapies, in counseling. We are not saying, of course, that that is bad. If it works for you, okay. But when they come to the love therapy, we have testimonies of people. It sounds so simple, but when you start practicing what is simple, it makes a big difference. And sometimes, like we were saying, people spend so much money and with no results. But applying something simple that weekly they have been learning through the love therapy, it has been making a huge difference in people's life, because people are getting married. And that's a major difference. But not only that, people are being healed from within, from grudges, from wounds that have been there for so long, not only caused by relationships, but also by traumas, situations in their past. So it goes for everything and for everyone. You can have that too, my friends.
It's amazing when we see people coming out with hope, I would say light, and the conviction that working on themselves, working on that situation, they will overcome. Let's watch a few moments of these teachings.
One of the most difficult things to do is to obey. And obey God. Why? Because when we obey, we are going against every fiber of our being. Because we have our will and we want to do things our own way. But God showed us the importance of obeying in Deuteronomy 28, when he said in verse 1, "Now it shall come to pass, if you diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God, to observe carefully his commandments, which I command you today, the Lord your God will set you high above all nations of the earth." One of the reasons why people suffer in their love life after being in the church and hearing the truth is because instead of obeying, they receive direction and they do their own thing.
Well, this coming Thursday, 8 p.m., we are going to have the love therapy here in our headquarters. And everyone from London, you can join us here in our headquarters. Outside London, our branches will be, the love therapy will be broadcasted. And I would like to remind you that you, the viewer of the Love Talk Show, you are the one who decided who is coming to the love therapy to be interviewed, which pastor. We have 4 there: Pastor Rodrigo Silva, here from Finsbury Park, Pastor Richard Cassian from our branch in Hackney, Pastor Renan from Seven Kings, and Pastor Michel Santos from our branch in Wood Green. You have the QR code, you just need to scan it, and you are free to vote. And tomorrow we'll be back 10 p.m., Andrea.
We will be back with all of you, but not before saying goodbye to Glasgow, Fountains, and Edinburgh that are connected through Vivian. And we also have Finsbury Park, of course, through Gabi. Hello, good evening. And Chego also, Finsbury Park connected. All of you connected with us tomorrow. See you 10 p.m.
Well, thank you to all of you who were commenting here on our comment section. See you tomorrow 10 p.m. Bye-bye.
Do you have questions about love, relationships, or dilemmas of the heart? Well, you need not worry anymore. The Love Talk Show has the perfect segment for you, the Q&A. Send your questions to love@uckg.org and have them answered on the show.
If you'd like to write to us, we have an email that is available.
If you prefer to remain anonymous, please let us know and we will respect your privacy.
Here we are once again with the Love Talk Show. We are here to learn more about love.
Intelligent love.
Your question can be used as the topic of the program. Who knows? You just might be helping others in a similar situation. Sharing your questions can help you, as well as inspire and guide others facing their own love challenges. Your email could be the beginning of a journey of understanding and discovery. Don't leave your questions unanswered. Email love@uckg.org now and take part in the Q&A segment on The Love Talk Show. The Love Talk Show, helping you to love intelligently.